Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Olivia. Today we are going to be doing a quick everyday kind of makeup look, a no foundation makeup look. This is going to be something that I like to do when I decide that I want to wear makeup that day, but I also want to get out of the house kind of quickly. I don't have like a lot of time to really be messing around, but I still want to look presentable. And yeah, so before we get into that, I just want to remind you guys to subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out, and you get to see my beautiful face every Wednesday. Give this video a like if you want to see more content like this, and if you are already subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Make sure that you hit the bell down below so you are notified when I upload a new video every Wednesday. And like I was saying in my last video, I'm thinking about adding some more content in, like bonus videos throughout the week, so you'll be notified when I upload those videos as well. So we are going to get into this makeup tutorial today, and if you want to see my final quick look, keep on watching. I already have my skin prepped with like my makeup skincare, and then I have an SPF on my skin as well. So like I said, today is going to be a no foundation look. This is going to be something that I do when, like I said, I want to get out of the house a little bit quicker. It's not going to be like a full face. I don't do any eyeshadow or anything. Like, I just want to like look like myself, but a better version of myself, basically. So I'm going to start off with a little bit of the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer, and I like to just do that like along here where I have like a lot of pores, and I'm just going to do a little bit of that here. You really don't need a ton of this stuff. It's really nice. And this is nice. It's just kind of smoothing, but it's not like, it's smoothing and pore filling, but it's not quite as pore filling as something like a Professional or like the Smashbox Pore Minimizing Primer. It's not quite that heavy, which I really like both of those primers, but they break me out, unfortunately. So this has been doing good for me, and it hasn't broken me out, and I feel like it does a nice job of smoothing out my pores. So that's what we're using today. And then when I'm doing like a quicker makeup routine, I always like to go in with this LORAC Pro Pencil for my eyebrows. So this is a eyebrow pencil. I love the color of this. This is in the shade Deep Ash, and it is really just like a nice deep ashy color. Like, I feel like a lot of the times like taupe colors aren't really dark enough for me. Like, I want my eyebrows to be a little bit darker, but a lot of browns, medium browns, which would be like the right darkness for me, aren't necessarily the right undertone. A lot of the times they feel too warm, and I do have like, I have blue hair, but my roots are like actually very ashy. So, and my eyebrows are too, so I just like to kind of match that a little bit better. And the taupes sometimes don't seem dark enough for me. Let me zoom you in a little bit. There we go. So anyway, I like to use this brow pencil to fill in my brows when I'm doing like a quicker routine. So I always just take this spoolie, run the spoolie through them, just kind of get everyone in formation. My brows are like a little crazy right now. They need to be done pretty badly, but like we're just gonna work with it, you know? And then this is the pencil on it. You can see it's really flat. It's kind of a weird shape, but it really works as like a brow definer. But then if you kind of flip it on the side, you can get some smaller hair-like strokes, but not quite as hair-like as like the Precisely My Brow or something like that. But it's gonna do a really nice job of defining your brows, in my opinion. So we're just gonna go in with that. And I like to use something like a brow definer because I feel like it's a lot quicker than filling your brows in with like the Precisely My Brow or like a Brow Wiz or something like that. The quickest thing that you could do, honestly, is to just use like a tinted brow gel. But I really like do not have enough brow to do a tinted brow gel. It just doesn't work for me. So this is like the next quickest thing that we can do. So that's why I use this. I mean, you could use something like the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer, the Benefit, what is the Benefit one called? I have it right here. I actually really like this one too. Oh, the Goof Proof Brow Pencil. This is a really good one. So that's a really good brow definer too. But really anything like that, it's just gonna be nice and quick. That makes such a difference. Okay, so that's the brows for now. I always like to go back in and touch them up after I've done like everything, just because I feel like I always get like highlighter and stuff like that in my brows, and I just kind of go in and like really finalize them later. So next product that we're going to use is this almost empty concealer. This is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind concealer. This is such a good concealer. It's not, I mean, this is like a cult classic in my opinion. It is a good medium to full coverage concealer. The shade range could definitely be improved upon. This is the lightest shade and it like matches my skin tone. So what I'm doing right now is putting a crap ton of that on my eyelids. This actually works really good as an eyeshadow primer as well. But I always like to put concealer on my eyelids no matter what because I have really super veiny eyelids, which is lovely. And so I don't really like to blast eyelid veins all the time. So I just put a little bit of concealer over it, and then I'm gonna go into a little bit of the Maybelline loose setting powder, the Fit Me powder, and I use this one in the lightest shade. And I'm just gonna set my eyelids with this, just because we don't want any creasing, and that adds a little bit of extra coverage as well. I'm going to curl my eyelashes really quick, and then I'm going to pop on a little bit of mascara. And when you're doing this look, I mean, I just do my eyes and stuff first because that's how I always do my makeup now. I'm just in that habit of doing my eyes first. But you can do this in any order that you want to. So I'm going to go in with, let's try a new concoction today. Anyway, I'm just going to go in with some mascara. This is the Lancome Monsieur Big Waterproof Mascara. And I'm just going to do a coat of that on my lashes. I always use waterproof because it keeps the curl in your lashes. And if you have stick straight lashes like I do, you need that. I just got a bunch of mascara on my nose, so that's great. But that's the good thing about doing your eyes first, is you can just wipe it off and it's fine. Okay. Okay, so next, now that these have dried for a second, I'm going to use the Waterproof Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara. I've actually really been liking this mascara lately, and I haven't tried mixing these two together yet. I just want to see what it looks like though. Not bad. Next, I'm going to go back in with the Age Rewind Concealer, and I'm going to put this basically anywhere where I have any like redness or under eye circles, obviously. So I like to put a generous amount of this concealer on, like no foundation look, scribbles, it's all over my face. Honestly, that's like what I do though. So I put it on my nose. My nose is so red all of the time. Like I have to have something on my nose, and I have a pimple right there, and my chin's always really red. So the nice thing about this concealer is it just blends out to be like so natural. Like I could never do something like this with like a Tarte Shape Tape. That would just be a lot, but this just looks so nice on the skin, I feel like. So boom, there we go. That's how we're doing for coverage today. We're just keeping it simple. So then I'm going to go in with a little bit more of that loose setting powder, and I am just going to lightly set the under eye area, and I'm going to do a little bit on my chin as well, because that's like my oily spot on my face. So we're going to try to keep that looking fresh. And I'm just using this e.l.f. brush to do that. This is my all-time favorite setting brush. I have like 3 of these. This is their small tapered brush, and it just like fits in there so good. Such a nice brush, and it's literally like $3. So okay, we're like literally almost halfway done. Next I like to go into bronzer. So today I'm gonna use my Hoola bronzer today. I've been like really into this lately. I was on a major, where's my brush? I was on a major Hoola light kick for a while, and then I saw someone using this bronzer and I was like, what happened to that bronzer? So I pulled it out again, and I've been using it and I like it. And I'm just using a little Real Technique duo fiber brush to do my bronzer. I've been wanting to try some new bronzers lately though. Like I said, I was using Hoola Light for like ever. This Physicians Formula has been like a go-to for me for a long time. Well, like since it came out, I guess. But I just want to try some new bronzers. I feel like it's like summertime. I'm like ready to look bronze and beautiful. So let me know if you have any bronzer recommendations for like extremely fair skin. So I just go on the temples a little bit to warm up the face, and then I just do my jawline a little bit to kind of contour. Which I don't know why I use this to contour, but that's what I do, and it looks like relatively okay. So next I'm going to go in with my contour and my extremely dirty contour brush. So ignore that. It's kind of yucky, but that's okay. Just using this little angled Wet n Wild brush, and I use a e.l.f. eyebrow powder for my contour. I use the powder shade in this little eyebrow duo. This is, it doesn't even have a name on it, but it is in the shade Light, and it's literally just like an eyebrow powder and pomade, or powder and like gel kind of duo. But I'm just after this powder, okay? This stuff is the perfect color for a contour on my really fair skin. And I mean, we're not going to do anything too crazy, but I just like to add a little something something to kind of add a little bit more definition. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with a little quick like nose contouring. So I use the same powder, and then I just use this blending eyeshadow brush. This is a Cala brush. I think I got this from like TJ Maxx or something. It is just like a little fluffy blending brush. You could literally use any brush to do this. Like those ones that come in the ABH palettes are really good. Or the little Wet n Wild blending brushes. These ones right here, those will be good for that. Just any fluffy blending brush will do. And I just kind of go along the sides of my nose just to kind of, I mean, it thins it out a little bit, but I just think it looks really weird when you have like makeup on and then like no makeup or bronzer or anything on your nose. So like I just keep it light. I mean, we don't look like super snatched or anything, but Just a little light nose definition, never hurt anybody, okay? So now I'm going to do highlighter, and this is my all-time favorite highlighter. It is the Colourpop Flexitarian Super Shock highlighter. I am running low on this. Like, that's a sad highlighter. It looks sad in the pan, but it looks great on my face. So I am going to use this Yucky Beauty blender because I have decided that I'm going to try to keep one blending sponge for powder and one for just like cream products. And honestly, I don't know how you would describe these highlighters because they're kind of a powder, kind of a cream, but I just feel like when I use powder on my blending sponges, it gets them so gunky like really quickly. And maybe that's why I destroy sponges so quickly. I don't know, like everyone else does it on the internet, but like Beauty Blender like also just like gives them all the fucking sponges that they want. So I can't be doing that. I don't have a sponge budget like that, alright? So I am just going along my cheekbones here heavily because honestly, I just want to like offend people with my highlight. And that's pretty offensive to me. I love it. And then I'm just going to lightly tap back in, and I do like the lightest little bit on my forehead here. Just to make me look a little extra greasy. So we are done with that. Well, we're not done with this highlighter. We're going to go back into that in a moment, but I'm just going to set that there. And then I'm going to go back into this loose setting powder, and I like to just kind of chisel out my cheeks a little bit. I feel like I always go way too low with my bronzer, and like there's no way that I can avoid it. So I'm just going to take a little bit of powder on my sponge and just lightly carve that out. So my camera just like shut off. I'm not sure when it did that, but we're still over here applying blush and baking. So I've applied enough blush. I'm going to take this little clean brush and wipe off that bake like that. And then I'm going to take this little itty bitty brush. This is a Real Technique brush. It's called a accent brush, which that is what it is perfect for. And I'm going to dip back into that highlighter with this brush. I just knocked a chunk of it out. There we go. And then I am going to set my face using the Catrice Prime and Fine Illuminating Dewy Glow Setting Spray, and I'm going to use so fucking much of this stuff. That's who I am as a person, okay? Healthy glow, overly healthy glow maybe, I don't know. So lastly, we are just going to do a little bit of lip. I'm just going to do a little bit of lip liner, a little overdraw, never hurt anyone. Okay, there we go. And we'll do a little bit of lipstick. Like so, and then I'm going to do a little bit of gloss because I'm feeling it. I love this lip gloss. This is called the Filler Instinct Gloss from NYX, and this is in the shade Sparkling Please. It is a really glittery. It is one of those like menthol-y plumping lip glosses. The formula really actually feels a lot like the Buxom glosses to me. So if you don't like those, then you won't like this. But I mean, this is honestly a pretty good dupe for the Buxom glosses. So this is just like an everyday casual kind of look for me. You know, you can add in or skip whatever you want. Like some things might be a little bit excessive. Honestly, a lot of the days I don't even wear makeup. Like if I really like need to go get some shit done, like I cannot be bothered to put makeup on. So it's really just kind of whatever you want. You know, you don't have to wear makeup every day if you don't want to. So that was it for today's video, guys. I hope that this whole thing actually filmed. So we'll find out in a little bit. But again, let me know what you guys thought of the video. I hope that you guys really enjoyed it. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel. It again really helps me out. If you give this video a like, a thumbs up, hit the notification bell down below, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye!